Ladies and gentlemen, building implosions are impressive to watch. There's just something fascinating about a huge structure crumbling into nothing but rubble and dust in just a few seconds. But it takes weeks and weeks of dedicated planning by a team of specialized engineers to pull this off. They have to be extremely precise and extremely accurate when they rig the buildings with explosives. This is not a job that can be taken lightly. Otherwise, there can be serious consequences. So sit back and enjoy these building implosions that were made possible by these highly specialized demolition teams.
Better believe it.
Now that was impressive to watch, wouldn't you agree? But right now, many of you are probably scratching your heads thinking, why is this Jesus Truth guy showing a bunch of buildings being demolished? I thought this was a Christian channel. What's going on here? Well, I have a little secret to share with you. These two buildings right here that we just watched fall down are the buildings that came down in New York on September 11th, 2001. That's right, 9/11. Let me replay them again real quick in case you weren't paying attention. Do these two building collapses remind you of anything? They look exactly like all the rest of the building demolitions because they were building demolitions. For all of these building demolitions that we just watched, it only takes seconds for the buildings to implode straight down onto its own footprint. And then, huge smoke plumes coming up from the ground beneath them. This is exactly what happened on 9/11. It doesn't take an engineer to figure out that thousands of tons of concrete, steel, and rebar don't just melt away into nothing, like the official 9/11 story wants us to believe. These buildings were blown to smithereens. And many of you might not know this because the news and the government tried to hide this from us. But World Trade Center Building 7 was not hit by an airplane. That's right, nothing hit Building 7, yet it still fell in free fall speed in just mere seconds. This was an obvious, controlled demolition. Here are some more facts regarding Building Number 7. Building Number 7 had not been hit by an aircraft. It had not been hit by significant falling debris. It had not suffered any massive fire. It had suffered no known structural damage. It was far away from the buildings which fell earlier that day. It fell within its own footprint, like an implosion. It fell at the rate of a gravity freefall, like an implosion. Photos show puffs of smoke like a planned implosion. Planned implosions take many weeks of preparation. The building owner told the New York Fire Department to pull it. TV networks were notified it would be brought down. The tenants were almost all sensitive government offices. No steel skyscraper in history had collapsed like this before. And the official government report covered up the cause. And if that is not enough proof for you, here is the leaseholder of the buildings, Larry Silverstein, in his own words saying, "Pull it."
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
This is shocking. This guy admits that they pulled it, which is clearly a demolition term, and then they watched it magically collapse? The only way that this is possible is if Building 7 was rigged with explosives weeks before 9/11 happened. This guy admitted to a crime, and yet he has never been put in jail. What a great justice system that we have, right? So, I think the logical conclusion is to say that if one building was rigged to blow, then all three of the buildings were rigged to blow. If it looks and sounds like a demolition, then it is a demolition. Come on, people. If you don't know that 9/11 was an inside job, it's time to wake up. It's been 17 years, so you've had plenty of time to research it. So here's the challenge I have for you. I challenge you to take one day of your life and stop watching Netflix. Don't watch that football game. Don't go to the bar with your friends. Don't play that round of golf this weekend. Or whatever it is that you do in your free time. Instead, use the day to educate yourselves. Here are 3 great documentaries to get you started on the path of truth. 9/11 Loose Change, 2nd edition. Architects and Engineers on 9/11. 9/11 Exposed, 2nd edition. I will leave links down below to all 3 of these to make it really easy for you. Just grab your favorite beverage and start watching and start learning. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share this video with your friends and family to help spread the truth of Jesus Christ. God bless, and I will see you next time.